good. It felt funny. Actually, it's great though. It's a good day. This is, I wish spring would be like this the whole rest of the way.
Mike, Jalen Grimble, last year, as you look back on it, he wasn't able to play, but he was around the program, he was around the system. How vital do you think that was now seeing him out there?
Well, I think it's, that's a hard year for a guy that has played, to sit out. And so once you get through that, it's a bonus for everybody. I think he's a good player, and I think that the year learning and being with the team was good for him. It's just hard to go through it. So we're past that now, and he's into it. So we're looking for good things.
What do you like about him as a player?
Well, he's got a lot of. First of all, his size is good, and then he's a good athlete with it. So his athletic ability and size put together are pretty interesting. I know as a scout team player against us last year, he gave our offensive line a lot of trouble.
Mike, can you talk about watching switch, how that's going? I know it's early in the game on that one.
Well, it's early in the game, but I think that there's been enough signs that say this guy's got some stuff here. So, we'll just keep working on it.
Like staying on the D-line, having Andrew Sayamalo back. Was he something that you anticipated when you had him as a player that he'd be back here?
Yeah, I felt like, a guy like that really combined, all the parts of the game, the mental part and the work physically that you need to do. And if he wanted to coach, he's a guy that whatever he does, he's going to be very good at. He's very conscientious, very high character, very smart. Whatever he does, he's going to do well, and so we're glad to have him here doing this.
You see Coach Joe smiling a little bit more, having both boys back?
Yeah, I think that's got to be pretty special for him.
How tough is it for the defense? You don't want people getting hurt. You want them to tackle. I mean, is that one of the fine lines you have to draw here during spring football?
Oh, it always is. Every year, all the same deal, and they have a hard time with it, but that's just the way you've got to be able to do it.
But you let them, they were hitting some today.
Yeah, we once they get the gear on, there's going to be some, and you want that. You just want to avoid the piles and make sure that everybody does a good job of staying on their feet. So,
Mike, with Luke, I remember on Sunday you talked about the conversation with him. You said, I was hoping next week, not next year. Does he look better than you remember from his high school tape when you tried to bring him in here as a recruit?
Well, he's 30 pounds bigger, which is the biggest change. No, I think he's going to be just fine, and he looks good.
Is there any update on his situation?
No, not as of right now. We're hoping, we were anticipating early this week, so we're hoping anytime.
With that size, was that a change that just came from him, just wanting to get
I'm
bigger?
sure it's a combination of natural growth and the work that he's done through the course of his freshman year.
Hey, how big can the tight ends be this year? You got a lot of depth there, and not just helping these receivers catch the ball, but also with wanting to be more physical in the running game.
Well, I think that they're already ahead of the game, I think, technically, and they've had now some experience. So next step for them is just continued growth.